Hello everyone, welcome back. Thanks for notifying me about the mic. I don't know how it happened mid-game, but apparently like my mic levels were changing. I checked the settings. Somehow somehow it was set to plus 30 decibels microphone boost. I apologize about that. Hopefully I wasn't like breaking anyone's ears there, but please keep me up to date. Let me know. Again, we're like just setting this up as I like got here and everything, just trying to get everything tested out. So please let me know if now it's too quiet or something like that. Just let me know. Oh, it is quiet. TTO. Hello. Test, test, test. Is that better? Yes, no, maybe so. Unfortunately, I have delay, of course. Sorry, guys. I wish I could, better? Or is it still too quiet? This is fan interaction. This is what this is, guys. You get to interact with the stream. That's what it is. So insanely quiet. Alright. How is that? Is that a little bit better? Please let me know. If that's good. People were just saying a little more of the old one, so yeah, that should be good. Alright, so guys, we're moving to game 5. These guys are tied up 2-2 in this best of 5. Machine and EG.iNcontroL. Who's going to be the most evil genius? We'll find out. Game 5 is going to be on Metalopolis, though. So as we were saying before, of course, on this map, tends to be a little bit Zerg favored. So we'll see if EG.iNcontroL can overcome that and really shine through with a victory here, or if Machine is going to be able to take it over his teammate they have so much practice against. Let's jump in and get this started right after this quick message from our sponsors.
Listen up, StarCraft II players. If you're one of those competitive online gamers, Beyond Gaming has something awesome for you. Introducing BGLink. It's a small, light application that will let you join SC2 matches and tournaments on BeyondGaming.com without even opening a web browser. The best part is, while you have the application open, it will recognize when you start your official BG match against your opponent, record your StarCraft II match data and stats, and automatically report it to BG. No more filing disputes because your opponent rage quit and didn't report match results like on other sites. All you have to do is input your BNet name into the settings of the application and start joining matches. The best part is all this functionality is absolutely free. All you need to do is go to BeyondGaming.com, register a free account, and download the app now.
Alright, hello everyone and welcome back. This is game 5. Excuse me again for showing XSplit. I just want to try to get the updated scoreboard. There it is, 2-2, tied up between these guys. So of course it's between Machine in the 8 o'clock position as our light pink Zerg against his opponent in the 2 o'clock position in control as our red Protoss. So Metalopolis cross positions here. This should allow Machine to set up 3 base pretty darn quickly. It's going to be a little bit harder for EG.iNcontroL to actually take his natural, and, you know, of course, the third as well. We very often see Protoss just fully actually wall off this choke point, but other players do like to just put the cannons actually at the Nexus instead. Oh, he's actually not going to go for the forcing expansion. Now, it's understandable on Metalopolis, since it is pretty hard to pull off. We saw Huck go for that anyways, but it's just a risky thing to do. Sometimes early roach aggression, even just a lot of early speeding aggression, can be pretty hard to deal with. So instead, he's going to go for the one base build. Now, I wouldn't expect to see a 1-gate expand on this map because yet again you're running the same problem with only a couple sentries. It's going to be too wide open to defend here. So we'll most likely we'll see a 3-gate sentry expand from him, but there's a lot of different options. You can still do some cool stuff. There's like 1-gate Stargate expand is something that some players have experimented with back in the day. We just have like that void ray out to secure you against any type of early roach or speeding aggression while you take your expansion, even though you have fewer sentries. You can also take a lot of map control to get some scouting with it. But wow, 14 gas, 14 pool coming up from Machine. I wonder, you know, how much. I was about to say I wonder how much he's practicing against EG.iNcontroL specifically on this map, but since the map's been around so long, I'm sure at the very least he practiced a lot back in the day. So perhaps he knows that EG.iNcontroL likes to go for a 3-gate expand on this map, or at least a 1-base play, and therefore he goes 14 gas, 14 pool, because that's not something we would generally see when the Zerg expects the Protoss player to forward expand. There's our gas coming up from EG.iNcontroL. We're dropping down that pylon any moment here. Oh, whoa, look at this shenanigans. Double gas coming up before core, before second pylon, before anything here. So he's just going to be trying to get out as much gas as possible, as early as possible. This can be a couple different things. But it can be a pretty big tell for the Zerg player if they can scout it out. So it could be, like, one of the things people will do when they do this, they just try to rush out the fastest gas possible, is just go for really, really quick DTs, because usually the timing is a little bit earlier than Zerg players are usually used to, because you've got that gas just so much earlier than you're normally able to get it. Another one is just to make a ton of sentries. You have a lot of gas, you can get hallucinate. Some people instead, like in PvT, we see players like Serrano on TSL do builds like PvT, they'll go 1 gate robo expand with double gas before core, so they can make a lot of sentries and observers. Pylon's being set up to block, but of course he's not going to be, cannon rushing. He doesn't have that forge. Cybercore is completing now. Let's see what he's going to choose to do. He's already up to almost 200 gas here. So will we see the Twilight Council get put down? Is he just going to chrono out some sentries or something? What's the plan? Is he going to proxy some tech or something? No warp gate being started. What is he doing? There's a sentry being started. Still no warp gate. Still no tech. I have no idea what he's doing. There's warp gate. Maybe he's just going to chrono out some sentries. No bombing added on. Standard play here. And it looks like Machine did go ahead and stop mining gas after 100. Didn't leave one drone on it. So that lets EG.iNcontroL know he scouted that with his probe. Nice probe thing. Oh, and he drops the core to block magic. And of course, you can cancel that when it's about to complete. But he saw that gas stopped mining, so we know he's just leaving expand here. Machine is not planning on going for the roach all in. Oh my gosh. Continue to block that actually as long as possible. Why not, right? As long as you cancel those buildings, it's an excellent move to just get yourself further and further ahead in the expansion time, especially if you don't forward expand. Think about it. If you forward expand, at least it's like, oh, the Zerg got his natural up, but I might have to too. Whereas if you go on a 1-base build like we see EG.iNcontroL going for right now, which, by the way, look at that Stargate. Wow. Is he actually going 1-gate Stargate, but with sentries as well? That's pretty cool. We'll see what he ends up doing with that, though. Whether he takes orders or Phoenixes. But when you know that... wow, another one. When you know that your expansion is going to be much later than normal, it's that much more important to delay the Zerg expansion. So this is fantastic for EG.iNcontroL. It's really not allowing Machine to get ahead economically like most Zergs would be doing at this point in time against a 1-base play. This Overlord is in position. I'm surprised. I guess he hasn't scouted the fact. Well, he's seen that it's a 1-base. He knows gate core. Now he's going to send his links over. Hopefully we'll see him send that Overlord, and you really want to scout out and figure out what your opponent's going for if they're still on 1-base like this. Really just got to sacrifice that Overlord, bite the bullet, and this could be really, really confusing for him, because look at what he's going to see when he moves up the ramp. 3 sentries and a Zealot? Oh, look at the okay, bye. That's something that every Zerg player at this point goes up the ramp and checks, do they see a large amount of sentries? And if you don't see like Zealot, Stalker, Sentry, it's like, whoa, where are you spending your gas? You're either going DT or Stargate. But since EG.iNcontroL specifically got his double gas much earlier this game, that means he had the gas get these sentries, and that is what's faking out Machine right now. Because he's not expecting Void Rays when of course he saw those 3 sentries from his phone. EG.iNcontroL's not going to try to sneak it, get it across the map. He's just going to take out Overlord away. So Machine will know what's up and be able to prepare. But at this stage, when your natural's not even done, to have to already start making spores and extra queens and prepare for Void Rays, it just puts you that much further behind. So you can really see that in this game, EG.iNcontrol's the one that's kind of... I didn't want to make the terrible joke, but EG.iNcontroL, he's the one that's kind of driving the game here, is making decisions, and Machine is forced to react to them. Whoa! Maybe put down the natural as well for EG.iNcontroL, so maybe with these 4 gates, he'll put on some aggression with that Stargate. Oh, actually didn't even bother to make any more units, just 1 Void Ray, or 2, okay, excuse me, 2 Void Rays. Yet again, not opting to go for the beast. This feels very confident in scouting with just those 2 Void Rays that we saw in the previous game. Like, yeah, Queen should be able to push off those voids. They should be able to, deny map control so Machine doesn't have as long as towers, deny the 3rd for at least a little while, maybe deny some creep spread. And one thing that I didn't really appreciate, I don't think anybody that doesn't play Zerg doesn't really appreciate it until you actually play it from that perspective, how awful it feels as a Zerg when you're in that position where you have neither Zalaga tower held and you have no map control and you're just sitting back. Granted, he at least has these little things like he's watching for the 3rd. He did have that Zalaga tower until just now. But when you are like that far in the dark, you just it feels like the Protoss could be doing anything. Like they could have an army like right here about to hit you and you don't even know about it, So you just have to play so much more safe, so much more cautiously. It doesn't let you play that like, greedy macro style you can when you have full map control. So these little subtle moves from EG.iNcontroL, it might seem like they're not doing much damage, having these Void Rays just kind of move around in the map, but it's kind of the indirect damage they're doing by preventing that map control from Machine. Considering tab 43 drones to 37 probes. Machine is ahead economically. Robo being added on as well from EG.iNcontroL. Maybe we'll see some more Prism play. Maybe he's going to go for Colossi, assuming that Machine might go Hydra against when he saw the Void Rays or something. Maybe he'll just use it for scouting with observers. I love that he's scouting out for that 3rd as well with that probe. Gotta make sure that Zerg's not taking that 3rd. Or if they are, do something about it. And it lets you know what Zerg wouldn't have a 3rd by this point, the 10-minute mark. What Zerg wouldn't have a 3rd unless they're going for a 2-base play. So that just lets EG.iNcontroL know, oh, okay, he's going for some 2-base play. Is it going to be Muta? Is it going to be Infestor? Probably not going to be Roach Hydra. And look at that, that forward pylon is going to get scouted out. Very nice. Zealot's getting morphed in, and oh, look at all these sentries moving out from EG.iNcontroL. Does he have hallucinates? No, he does not. So, 7 sentries. Those 2 Void Rays, of course. He's got 4 pylons left, so even after this one gets taken out, oh, Machine has not found this one. And EG.iNcontrol's going to put quite a lot of aggression here. This could be like the moment that ends up deciding the series. I mean, the Infestors are about to pop out. How good is EG.iNcontrol's control going to be? Oh, look at that Blink Beam on all of this. If these sentries stay stacked, and Machine can get a good fungal and catch them all stacked up and just refungal until they're dead, he'll be in just such a great position. But if the units are all spread out and he has to throw it on just a bunch of infested Terrans that end up getting picked off, obviously that's not going to be ideal for him. We do see roaches on the way, more infestors, burrow as well. Oh no, he's forced to use energy. This is the problem, you know, with Void Rays. It's like, if you have to waste infestor energy to deal with the Void Rays, then you're not going to have it ready to deal with the sentries and the rest of the army, and that really, really hurts. You absolutely need to make sure you have enough fungals to kill those sentries. Just like fungal them once, it's not going to help that much. Force a cancel on the 3rd there. So both players are going to be still on 2 base here, and it looks like EG.iNcontroL going to fall back, not going to take the risk of attacking into the natural of his opponent, which he doesn't know quite how well it's defended, of course. Instead, just going to go and play it safe. Definitely a smart move. You can keep all those sentries alive. Excuse me. If you can keep all those sentries alive, it's just fantastic. And usually, when you try to kill off the 3rd from the Zerg, you have some accepted losses. Like, you're going to lose some of your army to the Zerg army, but you take out the 3rd in the process. If you can get back for free and you don't lose a single unit, oh wow, that is just, that's a dream come true for any Protoss player. And it's a bit of a nightmare for Machine here because, you know, to not punish EG.iNcontroL for going up there with his army and not like pick off any of the units, that just puts EG.iNcontroL at a pretty huge advantage here. And as he'll pick off these links, go for a 3rd himself. Meanwhile, 3rd is just about to be started yet again here from Machine. Still hasn't found that forward pylon to take that out. A lot of stalkers here. Blink is 3/4 of the way done, as is, I believe that's +2? Or is it +1? It's +2. Cool. So he's already got +1. Machine is at 0/0. So critically, when we see players go for Ling Infestor on 2 base, they usually go double Igor. He has not done at all. He has no upgrades here. A ton of Infestors. Can be a hard time to deal with. You're not flash damage doing the Infested Terrans, but will it be enough? Now the force fields, of course, completely blocking these Lings. You know, Lings have a lot of mobility, man. You gotta send them around to the 3rd, get that flank up instead of having them walk, you know, back and forth. All the Infestor energy is now gone. And, you know, all the Lings are dying as well. And he really doesn't kill that much when you really look at it. So, it's a bit unfortunate. You really need, what you need are the Lings in there first, because the Lings tank damage to the Stalkers while your Infested Terrans hatch. Otherwise, well, he killed a lot of probes. He's check that. Oh yeah, not nearly as many as I thought. So 52 drones towards the probes. But you know, if you put down the Infested Terrans first and then you send in your Lings, not only are the Lings stop at forces, but the Stalkers kill the Infested Terrans while they're still in their eggs. So it ends up being a 100% waste of energy. So it's really unfortunate. It's hard to micro that type of a situation, but I think Machine maybe got just a little bit overconfident with the amount of Infestor energy he had there. Nice transfuse, keeping the Queen alive to the Zealot aggression. And oh my gosh, actually this Void Ray, we got that 3rd base. EG.iNcontrol's got to move it away though. It is going to die to those Infested Terrans. It does go down. Zealot's trying to chase. They're trying to get that. Oh, it does escape that Queen. He's going to try to be aggressive. Oh, he's moving his whole army forward. He's getting ready for the attack. He does have that +2, of course, done. Dark Shrine on the way as well to try to help secure the victory. He's noticed that his opponent doesn't have spores everywhere, nor does he even have Overseers with his army. Uh-oh, what? Whoa, Machine, what's he doing? Oh my god, he just suicided all of his Lings without his Infestors or his Roaches. Oh no, he got it engaged with his whole army at once. Now he's just gonna have Infested Terrans and Roaches without all that support. And of course he has no upgrades. Remember that being at 0/0 right now. Oh, he does have +1 ranged upgrades, excuse me. Being at 1-0 for his Roaches, 0/0 for his Lings against the 2-0 EG.iNcontroL and Stalkers. You've seen it time and time again, that +2 with Link Stalkers makes a huge difference in this game, especially for Roaches. And so I feel like EG.iNcontrol's going to take this factory and lift it. Like, with this I mean, Machine just doesn't have that much of an army here. If his Infestors all had full energy, it would be a totally different story. But since they're all just so gimped for energy, it's just not an optimal situation for him at all. Ninja expansion going from EG.iNcontroL. He doesn't want to take this base as it is very exposed and hard to defend with these really wide open choke points. So this is actually a very good decision. Not enough Protoss players do. Because this ramp is just, it's so excellent. It's like, what Zerg player is going to want to run up that ramp if you put a bunch of cannons there, especially with 1 sentry and a bunch of cannons. Obviously, you can use drop play or Nidus play to get in there, but most Zergs don't end up doing that. And EG.iNcontrol, of course, just want to play it. This is a situation where it's like, he could maybe kill a machine if he just attacked, but why would you bother? He already killed machine's third and delayed it. No, my god, a DT is delaying it even further now. Are there any DTs going in the main? No, there are not. Just the one DT. Overseer is able to stop it. Nice. But he's also got an expansion on the way. So it's like, why would you bother attacking? You're about to get better economy. Wait for that economy. Wait to get benefit from it, make units from it, and then attack. Unless you see some huge disadvantage in your opponent, like playing super greedy, double expanding, not taking an army or something like that, or not having any army. This Void Ray is still alive. Really, really helping out InControl just to have a little bit more map control and be able to be aggressive and stuff here. Infestor should be able to take that out. No problem, though. That's actually Jeff screaming over there in the background. You can hear. I think he's on State of the Game, which you guys should definitely check out after this is over. Probes transferring over here. We've got 4 cannons up here, so it's going to be pretty well defended. I don't actually think Machine knows about it anyways. Yeah, he's definitely not scouted it, and since he doesn't have like something to watch for the probes moving over here, he's not going to know about that base. He's probably just going straight towards that third. Actually, no, he's got a burrowed ling there, so he knows there's no third there. And it looks like that's actually just making him decide not to attack. He actually has a pretty big army. Maybe he could make something work with an attack, but since he sees no third, he's expecting InControl is just staying on 2 base and going for a 2 base max out strat. And thus, Machine doesn't want to engage into him. So this Ninja expansion helping out InControl in more ways than just one. Far more, actually. Changeling also with the gold, so he knows that InControl hasn't taken that, although he actually has... InControl has both Zonaga Towers held. I'm pretty surprised that Machine is letting him do that. Burrow is taken out now with that observer, so InControl can expand yet again. He's clearly going for the macro game here. He doesn't want to lose. This is the last game of the series. One mistake and it's all over. Especially in this matchup, it's so volatile. You know, you miss one force field, and it's like, oh, well, I guess I lose the game. Something like that can happen sometimes. Generally, it doesn't happen with this huge army. It's more like, oh, you missed a bunch of force fields. But still, he just wants to play the standard macro game as opposed to like, oh, alright, I got my third. I'm just gonna go for 3 base all in or something like that. Colossus Tech is on the way. He's got that +3 about to complete. That's so helpful. And oh no, Machine's army split up. He did not know where InControl's army was. He was kind of moving out of a bit of a risky location. Fungal's getting thrown down, but that kind of a fungal only helps you if you refungal. Because otherwise you're just wasting energy and you're just regen the shield. Can he get the fungal off? He's a fungal those sentries. He does fungal. He's also throwing out a ton of defensive carries. All the expansions are going down to just 1 sentry left. And all they get to do is defensive carries. Those getting just completely destroyed by the Immortals, though. Upgrades, that +3 on the Immortals against 1/1 Roaches is just destroying them. It might look like, yeah, he can still using some defensive units, he's using like his sentries and such, but he kept the Immortals alive. 5 Immortals can still be alive. He's still up on food against Machine, who ended up losing almost all of his infestors, only has 4 left. And he's still up on upgrades, and he's up on bases, and DTs took out the third during all of that. Oh, wow. Wow, Machine, oh, that sucks, man. You gotta put Spore Spine. Usually multiple spines as well, since it's like 3 DTs at every base. That, I mean, that should be the nail in the coffin. I mean, if that battle wasn't enough for InControl to win, the fact that he's now going to be on 4 base against a 2 base Zerg is just, in fact, a 1 base Zerg. This base is not even mining anymore except for gas. InControl should be able to take this. Should be able to take a miracle for Machine to come back, but he does have Mutas on the way. You know what? Mutas are miracle units. You know, maybe they'll come in here and kill every single probe or something, or I don't know. We'll see. It's unlikely. Just know that. This should be InControl's game. But it wouldn't be the first time. Especially in this matchup. Although it's usually on the Protoss side that ends up happening, where it's like, oh, the Zerg was ahead for quite a long time and then ends up making a mistake and losing. Oh, this DT just patrolling between these bases is spotted by this Overseer, so should be able to take that out. Whoa, going for the cannons! What? No! No, don't go for the cannon zone. He calls the GG because he realizes now, wait a minute, my opponent has had this base this entire time. Oh my god, you didn't just take your third, that was your 4th, and I'm still on 2 bases as a Zerg. Yep, that's GG. Excellently played by InControl there. Was able to take that series. So of course we saw in the InControl Machine game, InControl won 3-2. Well done. And in the Idra Huck match, if you didn't watch that and you missed it and you want to go watch the VODs, mute your headphones. But we did see that Idra was able to win 3-1 over Huck. So, you know, in that match we saw our Zerg win. This match we saw our Protoss win. Pretty cool matches, but I want to give a huge shout out and thanks to our sponsors and of course, you know, Beyond Gaming for powering this. I don't know what that means actually. I feel weird saying that, powering the tournament, but you know, they're helping support it and everything. Definitely check them out. Of course, with that video you've seen, they really help you. Like if you want to compete in a lot of different tournaments, and just register for them pretty easily. But we're just gonna take another brief look at the sponsor video, and then we'll be out. Thanks so much, guys, for watching. We'll be back again next week with more matches for the Most Evil Genius competition here. And until then, I'll see you guys at, of course, EG Masters Cup. And you guys should definitely turn on State of the Game right now, because I believe it is online. So, see you guys later. Peace out.
Listen up, StarCraft II players. If you're one of those competitive online gamers, Beyond Gaming has something awesome for you. Introducing BGLink. It's a small, light application that will let you join SC2 matches and tournaments on BeyondGaming.com without even opening a web browser. The best part is, while you have the application open, it will recognize when you start your official BG match against your opponent, record your StarCraft II match data and stats, and automatically report it to BG. No more filing disputes because your opponent rage quit and didn't report match results like on other sites. All you have to do is input your BNet name into the settings of the application and start joining matches. The best part is all this functionality is absolutely free. All you need to do is go to BeyondGaming.com, register a free account, and download the app now.